Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Moonpressure Let's Plays. My name is Hecto, and today we are about to close that dumpster lid on the mystery of Lynn's past in Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, episode 13, I believe. It has already been like a week since I recorded the last episode, so forgive me for being a little bit forgetful. Yeah, last time, Missile died, oh no, but he got some pretty impressive ghost powers for himself, so he decided to help us out, but got taken away by the wind since Lynn couldn't really keep a grab on the leaf he was inhabiting. So yeah, we got the music box, and this guy here is about to talk to us on some critical things about the past. Let's find out.
In this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it?
It could just be coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago?
Yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that.
What do we have? 10 years ago seems more important. First, the Rock of the Gods, that queer mascot. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning?
Don't you know? It's right there, in front of us.
Oh no, Missile! Ah!
Missile! Wait a minute. You say gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument?
Oh, so it wasn't the rugby-shaped idol that we saw last episode. Rock of the Gods, Temsky Park.
The Rock of the Gods!
Ooh, it's a meteorite.
The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years.
Why are we talking about this? Is it related to ghost powers?
Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle.
A miracle?
So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me?
Kinda need to get into the voices a little bit again.
That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Eek!
No, just calm down and drop that weapon.
Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her!
Whoever that is. We still haven't seen the assailant. Wait, is that Cabanella?
I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures.
No, it can't be Cabanella. But the silhouette kinda looks like him. Is it Sissel? Sissel is also kinda lanky. But whoever it is should be dead by Jout's hand.
I didn't see the faces of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. the sky suddenly turned bluish-white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of these beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back.
So Zhao didn't kill him. Huh.
The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day.
I wonder, why does Zhao then think that he took a life? He was pretty insistent about that. And we saw it in the flashback as well. In his flashback, he certainly pulled the trigger. And that's why he's like, yeah, I should have never taken a life, even though it was completely justified. I should have found another way. This makes me a bad person now.
10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my! I can't believe it!
Dot, 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 dot.
The Rock of the Gods was given the name Timsky, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. I never knew about this Timsky. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage.
By the way, the best thing you can do as a hostage is be unconscious. Because then you become a liability, and like a hostage taker can't really keep you upright or stuff like that, or it's really hard to drag you anywhere. So yeah, if you're ever a hostage, be unconscious.
Of course you wouldn't remember.
But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you'd never heard of it, Lynn.
It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news, and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Timsky after the name of this park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now, an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park, and am trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods, that's my mission. I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile.
So, 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand, yes. There's no way he didn't know about this Timsky thing. And if he knew... And the man died. I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? Yes, okay, incongruency. Mystery. The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chains of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. Back again.
We found the music box, Detective Jowd.
Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Dot 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 dot. Once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him.
Him? You mean Inspector Cabanella, right?
I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me.
Detective Chowd!
Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See?
He calls that a knack? Looks more like brute strength to me.
Here you are. You should find scorch marks on the grip.
Scorch marks?
When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears.
Why would little Camilla use something like that?
I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that.
In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks.
When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun.
In other words,
it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day.
And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that it?
Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design.
But did the culprit modify the design as in the blueprint? Or did the culprit completely redesign the machine somehow inside of Camilla's house while she was there? Because those sentences don't match up, right? He said, yeah, Camilla didn't know, and she only realized it was like burning towards the gun afterwards. Maybe she was possessed and modified it herself? Maybe? I don't know.
But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point.
I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Chowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness.
Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago.
Funny you should mention that. Anyways, be right back. I'll just do a quick world tour. Hey, she got down. A miracle seems to have occurred in this room. Looks like the lady has somehow managed to escape the chandelier. With her family harmony restored, her fingers move more lightly than ever. The little girl appears to be asleep. I hope she's having pleasant dreams at least. Yeah, she came in clutch.
Your face is so wrinkled, Papa.
I guess not. The entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Oh, he's back! Detective Ringe, where were you?
Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods.
Sorry, but could you do that somewhere else? I'm a little busy right now. I don't have time to talk.
Then let me ask you this. The Rock of the Gods or this Camilla you mention? Which is more important? Please answer clearly and without reserve.
Camilla, of course. Camilla!
The gods!
Even knowing the situation, this scene still looks pretty suspicious. Ooh, new stuff here? The old pigeon guy is still not back, eh? But you know, there's something different now about the atmosphere of this place. Anyway, whatever. I'd better follow my own leads. If I ever have to come back here again, I suppose fate will lead me here. Ooh, foreshadowing. What is different about this place? Maybe the coat? Was that there before, the coat and the hat? I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of right now. Yeah, the helmet is new as well. Don't know what that does, but it doesn't let me go down there. Oh, I see. Yeah, something is different about this room. Look, the ceiling of the basement is completely cracked. This house is about to collapse. Oh no. Okay, let's go down there if we can. This line doesn't seem to be working. Guess I can't go there right now. Yep, that telephone got blown up. Oh no. It looks like the chef is back. The rich sound of singing and the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air. He was gone while something happened in the basement with the pigeon guy, like the scientist.
La 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 la, the last chicken of the night. La 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 la, cooked by me in that secret special way for me alone. The chicken kitchen will open again tomorrow to share its chicken with the world. La 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 la.
For having no customers, he keeps up frying chicken. I sure would like to try some of that chicken. Yeah, it has been hyped up the entire game, pretty much. Then let's go. What's the matter?
I just don't know. What should I have done 5 years ago?
Back then, nobody had any way of knowing the true nature of the manipulator. It wasn't anybody's fault that we didn't know the truth.
Do you really think so?
Of course. Besides, what's most important right now is deciding what we do next. Am I right?
She's right, Mr. Minister.
Yes, of course. I do believe she is. ... Huh.
What is it now?
I just don't know. What should I do next?
You'll figure it out. We believe in you.
Aw, they believe in him. Don't know if he deserves it, but they believe in him.
Cecil, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years.
But things are different now, and why is it 5 years now?
Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened.
Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and gotten involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find out the truth about us.
Fair enough, fire away.
Temsky, first. Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsky. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. ...
So you found out about that, did you?
I hear that meteorite saved little Lynn's life.
That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day.
But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, then doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away?
What are you talking about?
Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you.
What? But it was the meteorite. ...
I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was eternally my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer.
Okay, doing semantics here.
That's not true. You were trying to save me.
Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it.
Huh?
So he was just trying to get his rocks off, or what are you saying? Guess we'll have to get through all the other stuff first. Camilla's contraption.
That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere.
No surprises there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine.
Right, I knew it! See, Detective Joud?
No, I'm afraid I don't see.
I told Detective Joud about it. I told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place.
That's very strange indeed. The junkyard on the edge of town. I've never heard of the place.
And the contraption is now gone.
And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption.
You haven't?
That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he?
Sizzle told me all about it, Detective Joud. About the manipulator.
Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister too.
Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him.
Sizzle, do you think? Do you think that's what happened to me too?
What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too?
There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation.
But who is it? And why did they do this?
I mean, the only one we have is Ray. Either Ray or some device of the Blue Man Group. There exists no other possibility, right?
On that day, 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place.
Another place?
Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. In the worst sort of incident, a suspect who was being questioned escaped.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the case. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there! I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault.
Detective Joud!
All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn.
Ooh, yeah. That paints a different picture of him back then.
So the man who grabbed me died that day.
These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face.
Oh yeah, it is Sissel.
And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done.
But how did Sissel remain alive then?
I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day.
Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face! Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time?
That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole, of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene.
Oh, okay, so maybe the Blue Man Group picked Sissel up back then?
But hold on, Detective Jout. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me.
By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel.
What?
From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Mr. Minister!
Inspector Cabanella, where are you?
Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand.
What? Demand?
Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight.
Oh, I was right! I was right! You all doubted me! I was right! Oh, Cabanella was skeevy! Oh no! He was totally in on it!
Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage.
What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanella? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted.
Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life's a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner.
Gasp!
Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call.
The way he strolled up to the crime scenes. The way he tried to get Jout killed.
What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever.
What in the world? What's going on, Inspector Cabanella?
The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanella's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? And why? Wait, where did the name Sissel come from? I think Lynn gave it to us, right? She said, yeah, you're Sissel. Did Sissel give her a code name or something? Maybe? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing that than when I started. Ooh. Inspector Cabanella, you lousy rat. Ah, and you really convinced me, you tricked me. Dear viewers, you tricked me, ladies and gents. You convinced me in the comments, oh nah, Cabanella isn't that suspicious, nah, couldn't be him. Ah, sneaky. Or maybe you truly did believe that, could also be it, so. And this is going to end the first half of today's episode. Yeah, I hope you ladies and gents enjoyed and will join me in part 2 when we jump into chapter 15, presumably? Which is maybe the last chapter, I don't know. But it's probably going to be a long one, so I suspect after part 2 there will probably whole nother episode on top of that. So, we'll see. Anyways, until then, I guess.